trailer 6 days ago.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown.
I'm not playing a scary
The
game.
wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I guarantee you $100 million this game sucks.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all.
I hope it doesn't, though.
Out there.
But I don't think Bethesda's been able to pull off a title in a long time. But I am looking forward to it.
Now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for.
What is the gameplay in this gameplay trailer?
The universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.
That 5 seconds of combat didn't look bad. I look in there.
Starfield.
Oh, that's way too far.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios.
This guy has like
We've
no
been so
street,
lucky over
no
the
cred
decades to make
anymore.
the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do? And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then. With the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio, we've done so much to
They forgot to show the 500 other versions of Skyrim that they released over the last 10 years.
together, but well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look. Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you
My
can
money
play it
don't
in third
jiggle
person,
jiggle. It rolls.
and you can play it in first person. We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring
Flora.
the area you've landed in.
Resources.
You
No
can
Man's
collect
Sky.
resources,
It looks just like fucking No Man's Sky.
do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
Dude, turn that motion blur off. Holy God. Make me fucking sick. Ha!
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you.
The
I
fuck?
left Vasco here back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
and he can even say your name. Let's head out.
Wait, he can say your name? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How does it that we made it to 2023 and we can't have an AI just say what the fucking character's name is that you type into the game? We have text-to-speech, but we couldn't do, like... I can't wait to hear him mispronounce fucking Legenis, but... I want to hear him try!
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the
This is looking
romance
cool,
of
though.
the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and
Babe, I'm gonna
analog
need another
touch,
computer.
a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations.
I hope this is good. I've been wanting to play... I haven't wanted to play a space game for a long time. It's just really good.
To see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these
That
systems.
grav
And
drive.
you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
Ooh, I like that. I love that. I like they literally plotted the course.
Welcome to UC Space.
Dude, this game in VR would be fuck. Just to be like, even if it was just like literally just like VR, but like I'm playing keyboard and mouse. Oh my god. I bet it'd be wicked fun.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
This world looks pretty dope. The fuck you mean this don't unlock? What the fuck you mean this don't unlock?
We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore.
It does look
They're
good.
the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's
How far is my stream behind? I'm looking at my computer. Dude, my shit you not. Did you just say what's funny when I like fell over laughing? Yeah, that, yeah. Dude, holy shit. Why is my stream behind like that hard? Maybe. I don't know why my stream would be that far behind. Almost just dare stop it and start it again. I don't know. Oh, we'll just hit play.
protege, and Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship? New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies.
That's what I was about to ask.
The
If it was
city of
the only
Sokovia
main big
on
city.
Mars, to this day, serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies.
Yeah, because fuck Mars. Hours without incident, 11.
You might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space. The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
Spice trading.
Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city, where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Leisure City.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon.
Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face. Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking this is the most critical aspect of this game. Or critical aspects of this game is going to be the 1,000 planets that are in this game. How much of them are generated and how much of them have actually got stuff going on, like quest NPCs, meaningful NPCs, not just random Minecraft spawn kind of a things. The story and the depth of the game, specifically like a lot of side missions and side things that just have zero relevance to the main story quest, but have relevance of just something going on, whether it's an unlock or just some random fucking story just to go off and fuck around with. Like, the hard part about space, if you think of the depth of Skyrim was a world, but it was mostly a continent inside of a world with not even the whole continent unlocked. This is 1,000 planets. How do you get the depth of 1,000 planets? Like, you need numerous cities, not 100 plus, you know what I mean? But, like, you're going to need at least, like, goddamn, 20 plus cities, quest hubs, depth. You're probably going to need a lot of outposts all over the place. You're going to need trading between the planets, star systems. You're going to need so the depth and scaling of the story and the game interacting with 1,000 planets. And you're also going to need a really good combat system, which, you know, it's fucking Bethesda. They'll probably nail that, so I'm not worried about it. But specifically, they're also going to need a really good spacecraft system. So I'm looking forward to a really good spacecraft system, collectible system / gathering system, and then crafting system. You've got to kind of nail the arc of that space-ish thing. But everything I'm seeing so far, it looks like they're on a good track. I mean, I think Bethesda has to recognize by now, if they bring this out of the gate as an L, I hate to say it, if they do this and then the new Elder Scrolls are both L's, I think that company's done. But I have faith that they realize from a PR perspective their company's not. Bethesda, like when they said they were going to do something, it was the creme de la creme. It didn't get better than Bethesda. It was like, well, Bethesda, you had Blizzard, all these other fucking companies, right? Mostly of them that started with a B, but the products that they released were good. There's a lot of other companies out there that are like that, like From Software and shit like that, or like companies. But like, dude, the Bethesda game was like, fuck, this is something I'm about to sink a quarter of a year into, a half a year into. But lately, their games have kind of been out. With Fallout 76. They keep re-releasing Skyrim as a meme. It's just like, guys, what are we doing here? But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I think they've been polishing this game for quite a while, so
It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So,
that, and I'm a sucker for a space game.
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience.
Was a dead guy in the bit? Oh fuck, I missed
But the most
that.
important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system.
We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities, and by mixing and matching out that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game, so any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point.
That'd be funny if one of the presets was Todd Howard.
As quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
Oh, fucking laugh so hard.
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when
Fallout
yours
4.
is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant, talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you
Spoiler.
pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
By Vectera, by Vectera! Is it really, really you?
He'll join your crew, and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air.
I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits.
That
to
is
support your
funny.
Parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story.
I want the
And if you
fucking
want
guy,
to remove
the
a trait,
simp.
There are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go! to another adventure.
Yeah, that's one way to remove a treat.
Once you've built the perfect character,
Oh god, could you imagine some asshole just walks by and just rubs their hand against that wall like rip dry erase markers?
that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills.
Kind of like Fallout 4.
Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges
A little
associated
different.
with that skill.
Oh, okay.
Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
That's kind of cool.
I like the xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Everywhere.
Oh, hell yeah.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
Oh, hell yeah. I love running gunning.
I like blowing stuff up.
That combat looks great. Holy god. I'm gonna need a new computer for this.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures. Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun.
Oh my god, dude.
Grounded world, we can start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space,
wait, what?
navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings
I
with
wanted to see the actual thing like enter orbit.
and exploring derelict ships.
Oh, dude, the space combat is gonna be like one of the. If they nail that, oof, fuck.
It's all out there.
I haven't seen a whole lot of space combat though.
Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
I really like the control panels and the ships, or the ship that we've been seeing.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home.
I guess this is where we're gonna talk about it. Nice.
I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Shut up.
Customize and
Oh
upgrade
my
that
god,
ship.
no way.
And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports.
Oh my god.
Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here. And you
What
have two
the
ways to do
fuck?
it. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette.
What?
An improved grav drive allows
What?
for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting, or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms.
Holy shit. I told you, if they nail the ship, this game's gonna be fucking the game.
Our modified Frontier
It's starting to look that way.
But with a little creativity, your
We've seen
ship
some
can look
over promises from Bethesda, so but I'm just saying.
Ways of
Fuck.
customizing ships is
You're 3 months away from release, right? So I'm pretty sure at this point they're this is locked in stuff.
where it had like a giant tail to it. And we've done
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
We've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Please be boarded by pirates.
You are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts. As well as unique
Spoilers.
quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for
I thought that was a dude with dreads. If you first saw the face, I'm like, oh shit, dude, cowboy love.
On your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Nope.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run.
Oh, and outpost?
And just like
What?
companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still want to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
Oh my god. Again, we didn't see the loading screen. Transition to orbit.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship.
Don't care.
And telling you that you can
Still
do
in love.
pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous. And you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way.
Ooh, I like
Extend
that.
that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the ground tries will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
Nice. Oh, you can play first and third person? I like that.
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target.
I'll tell you one of the coolest things. I don't think they're going to do it. Or actually, let's go back. Look. You go back. So, right here, this is your physical, social, combat, science, and tech. And they were just talking about leveling this thing up, and they're about to explain that, which we haven't heard yet. The thing that I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, it would be so cool is, yes, you have a level and you got experience for your character in the open world. If, like, your combat skills as a pilot was his own leveling system. Like, this system and all of its leveling system was a completely separate system than, like, you and your gun running capabilities and shit like that. You can be a great gun runner, but you can be a terrible fucking pilot. And I don't. What I'm sitting here thinking is, like, it would be kind of nice because then, like, you could level up as a as a dogfighter and stuff like that, or go more into tech with, like, guided missiles. Like, it would give you your own tree to kind of, like, build off of versus having to weave in things as you level for your open world combat. That's just me. I thought that'd be really cool. I doubt it's that. That's clearly not gonna fucking happen because what we're seeing is probably, like, I would assume, very much in testing and QA right now. Everything we're seeing should be in going into QA right now. I think the game releases in September. So September 3rd, you're less than 3 months away, and you got to remember with QA and everything, they still have to get all the games created, the physical copies of the games created, and then shipped out worldwide, which will probably be about a month and a half long process. So they've got about, I would assume they've got about 5 to 6 weeks left of QA. So what we're seeing is all in the game. If we see something in this video today that does not make it into the game, I am going to 100%, given my understanding of development cycles and everything, will say they were lying when they made this video. Because there should be no new, like, maybe like a feature here or there is getting added, but, like, this is, like, I'm talking like the polishes. We're not talking the questing lines. We're not talking like the core systems and all this that they're explaining to us, right? That's done. That's in QA. This shit says 2023, not September of 2024. We're under 2 months or under 3 months from this game's release, which came out of nowhere, by the way. I didn't think Starfield was going to hit this year. So everything we're seeing in this video is in. Which is a problem we've had with Bethesda in the past, is they've said a lot of things and overcommitted on a lot of things, and it didn't always end up to be true. Where I'm glad they did this with Starfield is they didn't try to overpromise a year and a half ago with Starfield, and then just the under-delivery was there because they didn't have the capability to make it. As they clearly kept this under wraps until they were ready to talk about something that was done and done. So I don't think there was a company out there that stupid at this caliber of a company that would be that stupid to do that. And I don't think Bethesda is a company stupid enough to do this. So I'm taking everything that I see here as, like, it will be in the game. Now, if it's good or not, it's neither here nor there. But I'm taking everything they say it does is it's in. It would be in. Because if not, yeah.
control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target.
That's pretty fucking dope.
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Are you fucking kidding me? Can you take their ship? I doubt
Once you've
that.
taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours.
Oh, shut.
Fleet and retrieve it at any space.
Shut the fuck up.
But space is way more than fighting for your life.
You could add components from other ships to your ships that you. Oh, fuck me.
Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
I'm not gonna lie. I went into here being very skeptic. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now.
Gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance.
And take it. And take it.
Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars.
And take it.
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well.
Thanks, babe.
You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Take it!
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
I have a sandwich cargo
Some
hold.
strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own.
Dude, that would be badass if the open world space part was online.
Going to strange new places, meeting interesting people,
But the worlds weren't. I don't think I would want to see people in the worlds, but it'd be badass if you could run into all the players and shit in space. Like optional, of course.
thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and
Dude, the
wonder,
graphics.
and sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys.
Whoa.
And just setting you free.
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. We put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game,
Here it comes.
We've done a watch. It is the Constellation
Shut the fuck up.
Explorer's watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your hardware, the compass and then environmental information.
No way.
It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Istvan.
Yeah, we really took as much care in designing this case as we did the watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this.
Oh, babe.
Inspired by the
Getting the
cases
credit
that
card
the
out.
astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
But who made it?
Oh, and hey, take this.
You'll find it very useful outfit.
But who actually made it?
Tells the time.
Did Bethesda make it, or
We
like
actually have something else.
who'd you partner with
Now
to make
that
the
we're part of
watch?
Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox. And this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
Swag.
Control, this is Constellation, Starship Frontier. All ready to start on your signal. Steady till ready. Coordinates input.
Grip here. I mean, it's cool, but like, I want that watch.
In every
Now
one
they
of
need
our
us
games,
farming.
We always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones.
That is a good point. I'm curious how this game, do they just add like a little content here or there, or are they going to consistently be developing? Dude, this thing has another fucking 12 minutes left. Jesus. Are they just going to continue to build more and more and more on top of it? They should. Game this big, you add into it. You can't, I just don't understand how you would just be like, this is like the one and done. Well, let's wait for Starfield 2. Like, this is those kind of games when I see it to scale, it's just like, it needs to be kind of an online driven game, but not necessarily a multiplayer game. It needs to just be like, I can just add content to it.
Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds the planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up.
That's interesting. If the game is doing this while the player is there, and or what they're saying is, if I created a brand new game, like the planets would all be different. Kind of interesting, because then the replayability would stay fresh to a reasonable degree.
It allows us to.
But then again, that doesn't mean it's gonna have like all the quests. Like it would be hard to add like a tailored questing experience into that system, right? Like, you can't just, you could have like, here's a procedure and maybe it spawns, but you're not going to be able to be like, yeah, here's like this part of, here's this city that we created, and yes, it would be on this planet, but then that's also procedural. You know what I mean?
You add that touch of environmental
Maybe, I don't know.
storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
I guess we into my worry about scalability, but given everything else I've seen, yeah, made some compromises, I guess. That's my favorite is when you hit their pack, it starts to like spew out.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
I actually really like doing this part right here,
If you
like the
have
scanning.
skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get
Farming.
experience and
Farming's in the
rewards
game.
for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield
Lighting does
is
look
to
really
make
good.
the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. I'm gonna need another computer. Whatever computer I was about to buy, I'm gonna need to upgrade that already. I'm gonna need 3 4090 Ti's. I'm just gonna put my computer inside of a freezer.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the
That's
habitat modules come in
this
all shapes and sizes,
this is dope.
filling all different purposes. You
Take
can
that, No
even
Man's
live in them.
Sky.
Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses, and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is
Wow.
a new fly cam, where you can toggle between
What,
on-foot
dude? Holy
building,
shit, I'm
or
tired.
You can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
That's pretty cool. Like things like this I wish for multiplayer. If you can play this like multiplayer, not like an MMO, but like, hey, I can invite like Frosty to play on in my game so that we could decorate
Add
together.
crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or
I find that very possible to do. No Man's Sky released and you couldn't do that, but you can now.
Different weapon sights and scopes.
So it may not be in on release, but
A selection of grips and barrels. Different
I'd
ammunition
love to be able to play this as a duo with Frosty.
All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor. You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've
It
completely
does.
overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
I'd hope so.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero gravity
That'd be
environments
cool.
pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the
I
other
like
hand,
that.
offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have
I like
mag
that.
weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage.
What the fuck is that?
Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger.
Ooh, baby.
Starfield's got you covered.
Combat looks really good too. So I mean, like, I'm gonna take it the game runs like this because, again, like I said, this should all be post development. Ah! What the fuck? Wait, what? Is there magic?
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken
Oh,
the
that was a
time
dick
and spent it
tease.
here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I will say the lighting looks really good.
Every biome is different.
Oh
The
my
word
god,
that
purple
comes to
equals
mind
win.
is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is
Ah.
biomes, spaceships,
Audio design,
planets, the day-night cycle,
Those details matter to me.
diplomacy, exploration, freedom,
The ending.
Vasco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout. I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben.
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do.
Beach Boys.
It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
On behalf of all of us, we
Dude,
can't wait
this
for
looks
you to play
so
Starfield
good.
and make your own special moments.
Constellation. You are go.
I'm very, very excited for the dogfighting. And the shipbuilding? Oh, I just wish it was multiplayer. Wow. Play up to 5 days early. Good God. I guarantee you. Or digital game download. Steelbook display case. This has to be already sold out. There's no fucking way. This has to be sold out already. The watch is really cool, though. I actually really like the idea of having. Do I need it? But I wear it a lot? Probably not. Do I want it? Bet your sweet fucking ass I do. Wow. That watch is a X. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, guys, that was a long video. But I am so glad I watched it, because the first video I watched, I was kind of like, we'll see. And then the more I started to watch it, the more I realized that it's a finished product. We're looking at the finished product. I don't know why it didn't click that, like, when we started watching it earlier, that this was like 2.5 months away, like 3 months away, just under away, and I'm like, oh, they're done. Like, everything here should be in the game. So, wow. I'm hyped. I really am. Actually, very curious. Hold on. Nope, there it is. That's not it. That Cyberpunk $500 edition. My ass. But what do we say is oh, we can get some dog food. I don't know when or if this item will be stocked. God, dude, I'm telling you, remember the good old days where you would get these things by waiting in line like every other nerd? Now it's like, who can fucking bot the websites fast enough to get the item immediately and then resell it for 3 times the amount? I don't like it. I don't like API hacker boy motherfuckers being able to get their shit. I want to stand in line 8 hours before midnight because I was the first motherfucker to show up. I'll tell you right now, GameCube came out, I was first in line at Target. Xbox 360 came out, got it. In line at Best Buy. All the, oh my god, what were the other ones? I know I must have stood in line for midnight releases for all the different systems. I remember when I got my GameCube. I remember when that one came out. That one, me and my friend Daniel, when we were, we were in what? It was high school, right? We went to Best Buy and there was a mile long. We were like, fuck. We went over to Target. There's no one there. It was just fucking right across the block. We then stood in front of that fucking Target, though. Got that GameCube. Oh, man. Those some good times, but yeah, we'll see. I'm sure. I don't know if they've probably started selling these yet or not, so we'll have to dig into that. But if I don't get it, it is what it is. Let's be real. I would rather them did what they did with Diablo and not include the game, because then I can just go ahead and download get the game. I guess that part doesn't really. I can buy the game 5 seconds before the game comes out. Because it's all digital. But yeah. 10 out of 10 so far. What I saw today was 10 out of 10.